Hello everyone, my name is Ritesh Manhar, a first year student pursuing BTech in Information Technology at NIT Raipur. As part of my communication skills video project, I am presenting this self-introspection video guided by Dr. Anoop Kumar Tiwari sir. We spend so much time communicating with others, but one of the most important form of communication is with ourselves. Taking a pause and asking ourselves the right questions can help us understand who we are and what we values and how we want to grow. Today, I will be answering a series of questions that have helped me explore my habits, my mindset, and aspirations, and I want to become what in my future. This shapes me and help me to be who I am. I am a work in progress, a human saved by experience, dreams, mistakes, and the choices I continue to make every day. I am not just by my name, my education, or the expectations others place on me. I am my thoughts when I am alone, the values I stand for when no one is watching, and the intentions behind my action. I carry strength I am proud of, and the weakness I am learning to accept, and the growth which I got from it. I am someone who wants to learn, evolve, and contribute meaningfully to the world. I am not defined by what I have achieved yet, but by my willingness to keep trying. I am the stories I have lived, the life lessons have taught me, and the potential that still lies ahead. Eventually, I hope to become someone who looks back on life with gratitude instead of regret. What worries me is whether I will be the person I am dreaming of being, whether I will be the one to achieve my goals and to handle the responsibility that comes with adulthood. Sometimes I wonder if I will make the right decisions, if I will have the financial stability, or I will find the true purpose and the fulfillment of my life. The future is really unpredictable, and that uncertainty itself is frightening. I am worried about disappointing myself and those who believe in me, about missing opportunities or letting fear hold me back. And I am also known for the worries, the signs that I deeply care about what lies ahead. Instead of letting it paralyze me, I want to use it as motivation to prepare better, to grow wiser, and to take consistent steps toward the future I desire. I may not control everything that happens, but I can control how I move forward. Deep inside, I fear failure, not just failing tasks, but failing my potential. I am scared of reaching a stage in life where I look back and realize I could have done more, tried harder, or taken risks that could have changed everything. I am afraid of being misunderstood, of losing people I love, of not being enough in a world that consistently demands more. Sometimes I fear stepping out of my comfort zone because growth often requires discomfort and uncertainty. Yet, I also understand that fear often points toward what matters most. If something scares me, it's because it has value. So instead of running from fear, I want to learn to walk with it, to let it push me forward instead of pulling me down. Courage is not of the absence of fear, but the decisions to move despite it. What matter most to me is growth, the purpose, the relationships which is bond with me, my inner peace. I want to become someone I am proud of, someone who contributes positively, who works hard, and who wants to become strong enough to support my family and myself. Success is important, but not at the cost of the mental peace or meaningful connections, which I value, the people I love, the opportunities I have, and the ability to impact others with kindness. Money and the achievements which the world see is only the temporary tools, not the final goal. What matters most in the life is the meaningful connections which are not just impressive but a way to live the life. I am working towards them, but not always with consistency I desire. Some goals move forward, others remain as dream. Achievements isn't just about planning, it's about a daily action. stable habits, and the resilience when motivation fades. I need to track my progress, break big goals into the smaller steps, and the build system instead of relying on the inspiration alone. Success is not just a one-day event; it's a daily practice. I want to hold myself accountable and move closer every day. Even in the progress is too slow, achieving my goal is not just about reaching the destination, but becoming the person capable of sustaining it. Sometimes, yes, I often stress about outcomes, expectations, and the future. Things I can't fully control. I worry about what people will think, what will happen if something goes wrong, and whether circumstances will work in my favor. But worrying about this drains my energy very much. But I couldn't able to improve it as it takes a lot of control, my attitude and my discipline. Life becomes lighter when I learn to let go the uncontrollable things and focus on my action instead of stressing out about the results. I want to invest myself in the progress and the trust that effort will make my future more brighter. I am learning, improving, and building myself. Though I know I can do even better, it's easy to say something matters more than the action requires it. If growth matters, am I learning daily? If health matters, am I taking care of myself? If family matters, do I show love while they are here? I want my priorities to reflect in the way I use my time. Life rewards those who act on what they value, not merely thinking about it. I want to align my habits with my intention and work steadily towards what matters. Comfort feels safe, but growth requires more than that. The last time I truly pushed myself was when I am preparing for my exams, for my competitive exams. That time I took a risk, tried something new, spoke up despite of fear, or committed to a challenge which is very hard. This moment saved confidence. I want to remind myself to the uncomfortable things. Speak when nervous, learn difficult skills, try again after failing. Comfort protects the present, but discomfort builds the future. Every small push expands who I am. I would say live with curiosity and courage. Respect your connections which you have in this world. The world is vast, full of opportunities. Explore it. Be kind to everyone. Learn, grow, and never let the fear decide who you are and your future. Dream beyond the people who dare to dream of it. In life, what other people think about us does matter to some extent. After all, we live in a society where impressions, relationships, and reputation play a role in opportunities and connections. People, people's opinion can guide us, warn us, or help us improve. But the real problem begins when we start living on the people's opinions rather than learning from them. If I continuously save my personality just to please everyone, I may impress the world but lose myself in this process. The truth is, no matter how good I am, there will be just someone who misunderstands me or judges me or expect me to be someone I am not. If I let these opinions control me, my actions, I will never feel free. Knowing life is finite reminds me to value each moment, to love deeply, to forgive quicker, to chase purpose instead of perfection. One day, this journey ends. So I want to live in a way that feels real, not rushed, not fulfilled with regrets or chances never taken. I want to experience life fully, create memories, help others, and leave the world slightly better than I found it. That gives meaningful to life, making time precious. I need to cultivate more discipline, consistency, patience, and self belief. I want to replace procrastination with action, doubt with courage, and excuses with efforts. I want to speak kind to myself, forgive my past mistakes, and focus on growth instead of perfection. Growth begins with honest self observation. and learning things from the failures. Never trying is worse. Failure teaches, strengthens, and guides us, but not trying leave us with what it lingering over. Failure is a bruise, but regretting is a wound which never heals. I would never want to regret something. Instead, I want to try. If I fail, I fail. I will learn and again try it. It's my deep conscience. I try to, though it's not always easy. Life can be overwhelming, but perspective changes everything. Challenges becomes a lesson, setbacks becomes a redirection. Gratitude that brings peace, comparison steals it. I want to view life with balance, to celebrate with what I have while working for what I seek. A healthy perspective doesn't eliminate problems, but it gives me strength to face them. I want to be remembered as someone who tried, who cared, who grew, and who lifted others, not just for success, but for kindness, integrity, and impact. I want people to say they lived fully, they helped others, they didn't give up. I want to be the someone who inspires my generation and teach them how to grow unstoppably. I feel happiest in my skin when I stop pretending to be who others expect me to be and allow myself to simply exist who I am. When I am not comparing my journey with anyone else's journey, when I am not racing to meet standards set by society, but instead listening to my own heart, that is when I feel truly alive. I feel happiest when I am doing things what reflects me, my values, my interest and my dreams. Even if they were not from my part chosen, if there's a special calmness that comes when I accept my strength without ignorance and my flaws without shame. It's the peace of knowing what I don't have to be the perfect one to please others. It's a worthful life. Life rarely presents the perfect moment. There's always be excuses, doubts, distractions, and reasons to delay what matters. If I keep waiting for the right time, it may end up waiting forever. If not now, then when I will start working seriously towards my goal. When I develop the habit that builds my future. When will I finally chase the dreams I keep talking about? I don't want to look back and realize I waited so long with that window closed. Action today, even if it is small, is better than grand plan postponed endlessly. The work, the world regardless, that's who begins, not just who intended. So the answer is clear. The time is now to start, to learn, to grow, to become who I want to be. Through these reflections, I have realized that communication is not just about words, it's about understanding one's knowledge, acknowledge someone's strength and weaknesses, and connecting authentically with others. I hope this journey of self introspection inspire you to ask yourself similar questions, embrace yourself personal growth, and communicate with clarity, purpose, and confidence. Thank you for watching my communication skills group project. Thank you, Dr. Anoop Kumar Tiwari sir, for guiding me for this personal, meaningful experience. Thank you so much.